Welcome back, Weight Warriors. I'm Mike. I'm a fat guy trying to not be fat anymore by making lifestyle changes. This week's update has been a bit different, as was last week's, because we continue to face unexpected challenges and major emotional hurdles with my son battling through complications in the NICU. So last week, my son was born. He's our first kid, and he's facing quite a few complications that have kept him in the neonatal intensive care for the past couple weeks, or week and a half anyways. It's been an incredibly tough and emotionally draining experience to have a baby fight for his life in the hospital. We've had some moments where we thought everything was getting better and he was improving, only to come back another day to see some truly heart-wrenching setbacks where has to be resuscitated and is very stressed, and he's having a tough time, but he is a fighter. He's doing well, I guess, so far. It's kind of hard to say well. He's still hanging in there. He's dealing again with some pretty serious infection and respiratory issues. Doesn't look like his brain sustained any damage from what we were talking about last week, and he hasn't had any more seizures. But I guess the good things, he's still in the highest level of NICU. It's still very, very stressful and very sad and tough to watch him struggle through all of this. So when it comes to my weight loss journey and how this is relevant is I have been more aware lately that I do turn to emotional eating in times like this of major stress and sadness. And honestly, I think that's okay. Sometimes a tub of ice cream can provide a little bit of comfort or maybe a boost of dopamine when it feels like the sky is falling. And so during the past couple weeks or 11 days or whatever, I have opted to have that comfort, fully aware that it's going to slow down my weight loss journey or at least my fitness progress. But interestingly enough, during these 2 weeks off from tracking my steps and calories, I did continue to lose weight, which was a bit of a shock to me because I felt like I was eating a lot of junk food. I mean, like fast food every day. And of course, like I said, I have eaten more ice cream in the past 10 days than I have probably in the previous 10 months. But what's crazy is if you look at the averages, I'm still losing more weight now than actually I was 2 weeks before this all started to happen, which is kind of crazy. And in fact, I think this is a powerful reminder to view a weight loss journey in a larger window of time, because a day or even a week is just a blip on the radar when it comes to body composition. And that's one of the main reasons why I create these videos and maintain consistency as much as I can, even when intensity is low, because I know that if you just show up 80% of the time with 20% effort, you're going to get more progress than showing up 20% of the time with 80% of the effort. Which is weird because it feels like effort or actions today are going to be immediately realized. But the human body doesn't work like that, and I feel like my body is like riding a jet ski almost, and that where I make major changes and I rip around and it's super intense for a short period of time. But in reality, my body is not a jet ski, like, ripping around very intense. My body responds on a weight loss journey, or at least comes to body composition, much more like a massive container ship where small adjustments are made over a long course or of a long journey in order to reach your final destination. So looking forward on this container ship of a weight loss journey, I feel like I've reached the point where I'm not quite as in shock over the whole situation with my son. I'm still very stressed and still dealing with all the stuff, but I feel like now at this point I've come to the point where the ice cream is not really helping me as much. Like I said, that initial pain or initial shock has worn off a bit, and now it's the realization of what is life going to look like. And he is stable, and so that's good. There are some improvements along the way. In fact, the last 2 days we've gotten 2 good days, but he does still have good days and bad days. But anyway, that's just to say that the ice cream I don't think is really worth it for me at this point. In fact, I think it's important to get back into my routine of my weight loss journey, at least get back to applying the 3 keys to success. Quick reminder of the 3 keys to success. They are nutrition, activity, and accountability. Now, I'm going to make some small adjustments to my goals over the next few weeks, but here's where I'm at for right now or for this upcoming week. For nutrition, I still aim to maintain at least a 500 calorie deficit daily, and I'm going to aim for about 150 grams of protein per day. Protein is kind of hard to hit while you're eating out, and sometimes we'll grab food on the way home from the hospital or grab food at the hospital because they have like some, like a food court. So I don't want to set the goal too high when it comes to protein or my nutrition. I want to set, again, goals that are going to be easy that I can maintain. Next up, we have the second key, which is accountability. I'm going to be targeting to get 8,000 steps per day, I think with 4 resistance training sessions per week. By lowering this 4,000 steps from the 12K goal that I had previously, I think I can actually, again, maintain that. I feel confident that I can do 8,000 steps a day. And then the third key to success is still accountability, and I am still making these videos and trying to hold myself accountable with the now 200 and some odd followers that we have with Weight Warriors. So I'm still going to be doing these weekly updates, and I'm still going to be meeting with my nutritional coach and my personal trainer when I do the resistance training. So I wanted to say, I tell all of you Weight Warriors what's going on with my personal life because this is a reminder that life's challenges will absolutely come up and will impact everyone on a weight loss journey. We don't know to what degree or intensity they're going to impact each and every one of you, but I can promise you this: if you go and try to improve yourself in any way, and weight loss is just one of them, but if you try to make effort to improve, you are going to experience roadblocks along the way. Now, I am forever an optimist, but I think it would be foolish for me not to expect life to be more challenging when I'm trying to accomplish something big. And for me, my weight has been a big problem most of my life. But even in times like this, when I've got big stuff that's coming up to try to, I feel like, derail life in general, or at least any sort of plan that I had for my life, I'm trying to still be adaptable, persistent, and have self-compassion while weathering whatever storm. And I did want to say thank you to everyone in the community and just family and friends who do watch these videos. We really do appreciate your support, and for you guys reaching out to Marianne and I, it means the world to us. We really are just so thankful for all the love. Even if, you know, it's hard to talk about this stuff over and over again, it's just every time. I mean, if you have kids, you know what it's like to experience them go through a major struggle, and then it's so much excitement is wrapped into having a kid, and so everyone wants to, you know, see how things are going and get updates, but it's just hard. So anyway, it does mean the world to Marianne and I do ask that you guys continue to keep JJ in your prayers until he comes home. And until next week, I will leave you all with the encouragement that I am living on repeat right now. And that is, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.